Hello, and welcome to our second presentation. My name is Alberto from Spain.
My name is Clara.
My name is Carlos.
My name is Alex.
My name is Kerstin. My name is Alina. My name is Bella.
My name is Marcel.
My name is Robert.
My name is Santa.
So we attended to a Tagalog language class this morning. So we were attending to Dario, the Spanish professor. It was a full English class, and we saw some things in this class that maybe we'd like to have in our normal classes. Just like interaction with the students, because this class looked like an hour speech. He didn't ask us if we were understanding what he was saying, or even any questions like, what do you think of this, or would you change uh, what I just wrote? And also we thought he could use more technology, because he just and with the technology we mean like more type of resources, because he only used like almost
Projector
a projector and a single website which was CodePen. And I think he could use more type of softwares or web pages to give this lesson today.
Because this thing what he gave to his students is actually a pretty difficult subject. And if you're just going to do a lesson when you just speak, you don't use examples, technological things. If the students are not working together with the teacher, then the students will not be so good participation in the classes, and they will not learn so many things.
Yeah. So this is the projector, the screen, this is the professor screen, the teacher, and he was like using the projector in two ways. And it has a pattern. You can see the screen, and if you put it up, you have a whiteboard, so you can underline or mark some things. But as you can see, the screen doesn't fit on the whiteboard, so you couldn't see the screen really well.
Because it was also reflecting.
Yeah, if you put it down, you can clearly see the screen. So we might think about putting like a whiteboard right on one side, so the teacher can you know mm,
Write by hand and still have the projector, what is good to see the slideshow. So if he has, for example, here the projector and here the whiteboard, then he can also write at the same time, and students can see the projector and slideshow really well without any difficulties.
yeah. Also, what you can see here is a little bit of code. Code is HTML, which we are going to talk now. So, as you can see, when he started his class, he told us to go to the FP Rivera, which looks like this. These are all resources. These are the like the book. Some teachers uses books on PDF and upload it, and some teachers makes their own.
Worksheets.
Yeah. Also, you have like works you have to give to upload to the platform. And what we learned today was JavaScript, which is right here. And we thought that he didn't use the FP Rivera that much. He just said like, oh, this presentation is over there, and you can just download it. He didn't show the platform to the students that aren't from Spain. I think he could show us a little more. And the website he used for teaching the class was CodePen, which allows you to use HTML CSS and JavaScript in the same time. It's a it's a good website, but I'd rather use like IDA, like Visual Studio, so he can write down the code and explain it. Because in that page the code was already there. He just was like, oh, this is a div, this is a p. It's a bit confusing. Also, if you introduce JavaScript to people who didn't even study HTML,
It's not enough for explaining.
yeah, it's like you need to consume the information little by little. If you give the students a whole bunch of code in the screen, they're not gonna get anything because it's confusing.
And students also learn better by practice. And during the lesson, I didn't see any practical exercises at all.
Students don't do anything in class. They're on the watching and listening.
And
They're
sometimes
always sitting
making
in the
notes.
classroom.
They're making notes, but I think
This is not an house.
yeah, there's not the exercises, but I think it was just for us when we were in the class because we're still not new students and the class was a little bit different when it's usually. So I think during normal lessons they still have exercises and they're doing that just for today. They didn't do any exercises.
Um, I think it's all about feedback because the teacher needs to know if the students are attending to the class, and the students need to know what the teacher is saying. So I think the lack of feedback in this class is the most dangerous thing I saw in the particular lesson. I think they should improve that in this type of lessons. Mm, That's all.
Thank you for listening. Do you have any questions for us?
No? Yeah.
Silence.
When you say you'd like more feedback, would you like more practical work, or are you just talking about the
Yeah.
teacher delivering something and you saying whether you understand or not?
Not just work, just like simply like asking. Like I studied in this year tagging languages, language, and our teacher says, "Do you understand this? Do you want me to repeat this?" Or it's like kind of like a conversation with your teacher, because why would the teacher give you a lesson if you can find all that things on the internet? You need a person to guide you through the content. It's not just reading and doing homework or doing tests. It's about learning, and you need someone to talk to you and have that feedback.
Why do you think it's important to listen to a teacher and not only get your information from internet?
Because teachers usually are experienced on the field, like programming, or teacher worked as a programmer. So when we have a problem or something, I know I can ask for my teacher, because you can find the solutions on the internet, but finding a solution doesn't mean you understand the solution. So that's why you need a teacher to guide you.
Thank you.
Very good answer.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I just ask a question? Do students generally have their own technological tools to work with?
Uh,
Not
in
common school.
on this high school, we have our computer in classes, but some people buy their own laptops, so they can have their work anytime they want. But we usually do our homework in this class or on class, and if we need to take it home, we usually upload it to a cloud or use a pen drive or something like that. Any more questions?
Yes. Did you discuss the thing that you can get fake information from internet?
Yeah,
When you are
looking
looking
at.
for some information?
yeah, in internet, everybody can upload information into internet, and you cannot be 100% sure it's right information because yeah, everybody has access to uploading it, and some people are mean and putting the wrong information on purpose. So you can never be sure if what you're reading is 100% true. That's why you have to do your research a little bit longer. You have to look different sites, not only one site where you find the information. And if you have the opportunity, ask your teacher because your teacher has longer experience. She knows more things, and she or he knows where is the reliable information.
And therefore, what is your feeling on access? Access to that knowledge. What's your feeling?
Uh, I think I have to like ask my teachers and talk with them and
Reading books.
reading books. Yeah.
Internet can say lie, but teachers never says lie.
What do you want for?
I want to be honest.
For teachers, I can say teachers feel happy when you give such answers because that's why. If you only believe in some media, you're sitting at home alone, looking videos, reading comments from whatever kind of opinion, that's very, very dangerous.
Internet is a dangerous place, but our schools, like our homes, you are our parents, and we can ask you something. Uh, we can ask you for help for anything. But in internet, there is a dangerous. In Anonym accounts can will be hurt your feelings or your how can I say your mental
Mental health.
mental health. Because there is an unknown place and there is so really dangerous. They want to eat you like.
Yeah,
But schools are home and you are
Gabriel.
our parents.
Gabriel has a question.
It's not particularly worth question. It's just I would like to kind of rescue something because when it comes to uh, in coding, when it comes to access to the information and seeing or checking whether the information or not is correct, it's instantaneous. Like coding doesn't have a middle ground. It can work. It's half truth. It's not half truth. It's either it works or it doesn't. So there's really not that much of a need for question if the information that you're receiving is good or bad, but it's something instantaneous. You can see the code working. If it doesn't work, you go next. And usually just with the teacher explanation and the logic behind it, it's enough.
You have to understand that if you try code that works, doesn't mean it's right. It can be terribly wrong,
It can be
even though it works.
Yeah, it can be terrible. Like structure and organization can be terrible, but the code works.
But that doesn't mean it's right.
That doesn't mean you're a good programmer because you're copying it, but it works.
If you don't do wrongs, you can never be right. You can never learn right. You need to do wrongs for learn right of this thing. I think.
Yeah. That's what I meant to say. Like I meant to say it doesn't. It's not that it doesn't work, but that the information is not true. But it's true, but it could be better. Like there's always always wrongs in that.
That's it, guys. Right? Any question?
Any more?
Um, what do you think, or what will you answer when you are thinking about a classroom? What is a classroom? Who is in the classroom? And when you answer, very kind and polite, that teachers are perfect persons and you trust them. Um, Only the teachers?
No, our class friends, can I say?
Classmates.
Classmates. Oh, sorry. Our classmates. We are brother and sister each others in the classroom. We can talk each others. We can how can argue with some things. This is good for us because we ask you and we argued in each others with our friends. I think school is a good place, but I said yesterday, the government can't give us freedom that try to block students in a little space. I think.
I can I can talk about an experience because when I entered this year in this class, I I sat on the place that I was alone. My friends is in front of me, but I like to have my space. So there's one guy on the class. He only comes to subjects, IT systems, programming, and he sat down, and I was so shy, but he also caught like my shy for, and now he is helping me with programming, and I am helping him with IT systems. And if he wasn't there, I couldn't even understand programming. And we are like completing each other. I think we need our classmates to in how do I say it? To not improving, but to keep going on classes. Also, if one classmate need help or something, I just get up and I'm asking what do you need or what's your problem, because you know um, it is important to rely on a person that is next to you.
Yeah, so yeah, not only the teacher is really important, but the class is also really important. But for me, sadly, I'm the only person in my class. So for me, it's hard to go to the school every day because I don't have the class waiting for me. But at least I have some lessons with other classes who are really together and who are like my classmates. But it's still not the same. So classmates are actually really important. And for me, it's sometimes really hard to in the morning go to school, but I will always go to the school because I have my teachers and I have my schoolmates who are really supporting and we get along so well actually. So not only the class is important, but whole school and all the schoolmates are actually really important because everybody is trusting us and helping me and helping each other because my boys are actually like Estonian boys are here also are helping me with different things and we're not classmates and we're still getting along really well.
Aren't they great?
Not bad.
Thank you.
Okay, are you done? Are we done?
None.
More questions? No? Okay.
Can you please
What?
speak louder, please?
I'm not a programmer at all, but I started off from scratch, and I find with the text and the DOM, but all great programmers start from scratch. They develop into great gamers or great inventors. Stanley started from scratch as Marvel Comics, and he goes and goes until he got better. All I'm trying to say is if you don't get the goals right, you keep trying until you get it perfect. What you need is keep practicing, and don't give up. And don't give up. Be proud that you actually made goals. Even if it's wrong, it means it's wrong. At least you tried. That's why we're trying to encourage other students to be like that. If it's wrong, try again and make it perfect.
Okay. Any more opinions?